Coming off Effexor and antidepressants, those brain zaps, my experience, going through it right now. Let's go. Before I get into it, I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. This is just my experience coming off certain meds. Please don't start or stop any meds without working with and talking to your doctor. So about 2 months ago, a little bit more than that, I decided to switch up my meds and get off Effexor. That's what I've been taking for a while. It definitely helped me. I'm not knocking it. Definitely has some side effects, but helps a lot of people. Helped me for a while. I was on a high dose at one point, 225, which is considered a pretty high dose. To get off it was a serious, long, slow wean down. Effexor has a very short half-life. I would notice, so I would take it in the morning at about 8. If I didn't take it, if I missed a day, which every like 6 months or so I'd forget a day, by 10, 11 o'clock that night, I would start to get the zaps, and then I would know as soon as I'd fall asleep, because I would have the most insane, vivid, crazy dreams. And the second I woke up from that dream, I would know, boom, forgot my Effexor. Get up, take some, go back to bed. Dreams are normal, if any. So I knew right away. So then when I decided to cut down and get off it, I did it in increments of 75. So 225 was the normal thing. So down to 150 for 2 weeks, down to 75 for 2 weeks, down to 37.5 for 2 weeks. That was my plan, to stop at 37.5. Didn't work out that well because I had a lot of side effects coming off at the 37.5 level. It was supposed to be the last day of the 2 weeks. Still having serious side effects of it. A lot of the brain zaps, lack of energy, some insane thoughts. So I even went a little lower than that, and they don't even make it anything lower, so I'd have to do half of the capsule. Each time I jumped down an increment, the brain zaps would jump up for a couple days, and they're very annoying to me. They're not especially painful. They're just like, what the hell? Like, you'd be walking in the middle of a store, oh, I'm buying coffee and paper towels and cream. Shit, what am I buying? What am I doing? Like, it just like resets your brain. And at night, they killed me, because as soon as I would be like, lay down in bed, 10 minutes goes by, you're starting to get drowsy, your body's cooling down, you're about to fall, shit, start over the process again. And they were really annoying. Then after like 3 or 4 days on the lower dose, each time I jumped down a dose, it would get a little bit easier and better. When I got down to the 37, they were really bad, and that's why I said I had to do a little bit of the half for a couple days. Then totally done with it. This was about 2 weeks ago, roughly, give or take. Every day during the first 3 days, 3, maybe 4 off it, I had a lot of them. A lot of the zaps. When I say a lot, I'm talking 2 or 3 an hour for 2 or 3 days. To me, that was a lot. Some people get them more, some people less, whatever. So that was a lot. Then it got lower and less. So on day like 6 or 7, I wasn't feeling them at all during the day. But the weirdest thing happened, and is still happening, and I'm on 2 full weeks without it. Every single night when I lay down in bed, after about 15 minutes of being in bed, I get one monster zap. Just bigger than I've had almost ever. Just one big monster one, and that's it. I guess technically I could be getting them throughout the night and not notice it if I'm sleeping, but usually they'd wake me up, or I'd have it in the morning, or I'd have more at night before I went to bed. But no, it's just lay down, calm down, in bed. I don't do like TV on or anything, so I'm just in bed, nothing on, trying to fall asleep, and then about 15 minutes, and it's annoying and a pain in the ass, and that's it. Then I fall asleep, and that's the end of it. It has gotten weaker from, you know, night 8 to now night 15. But that's where it's at right now. How long is it going to last? I don't have the slightest idea. Hopefully the fact that they're getting weaker is a sign, and you know, that they're going to slowly progress out. But I know I've done other videos on here. This is something I think is important to talk about too, because it's a side effect of coming off meds and taking certain meds that is not talked about a lot. And if you look at like a lot of antidepressants for the side effects of coming off it, way down it is, you know, either electric shock feeling, brain zaps, something like that. But it's not talked about, and there's a lot of doctors and nurses I've talked to where I've told them this, and they have no idea about it. No idea, never heard anything about it in their life. So I think it's important to talk about because it's weird, uncomfortable, can be lessened and managed with a proper taper, and it's just something, knowledge that needs to get out there. But I want to keep you guys updated. I will, you know, let you guys know if and when it goes away, what's going on with it. I didn't just totally get off antidepressants. I still take something different, but a lower dose and a different kind. That's what's up with the brain zaps right now. And yeah, they're weird, man. They are weird. All right, K-Rugs, the Soberdog, I'm out. Check out the video explaining them, getting into a lot more detail about them and all the meds that causes them. See ya.